the first to know in Nsem-Pii TV.
Abusuafo, there is a massive confusion. John Dramani Mahama and then the vice president and then the NDC amanyukuno entem CCA ameno kasa CCA. Good. Na abusuafo ni na efa de be ho. De akwakoba ne say NDC empanifo e wo party nim ana che say omo ebisa biso omo say na World Bank omo hu ye sen. Omo hu John Dramani Mahama sen. Na omo hu eye opem so eye Otumfuo o say tutu de Ashanti King ono so omo hu ne sen na onkwa so. Ene sen eye World Bank Vice President Osmani Dagana in fact and for Western and Central Africa. Waba abepimo or my Ghana muha and some dignitaries be from World Bank and I say abrofi abepimo or my Ghana muha. Na ombepimo hano say could be expect to say anka Ghana ha problems challenges a film biano come by addressing it through the president or my and then the vice. Nanso radio omwan kasa descend up John Dramani Mahama ho abba straight to his Royal Majesty Mahama-Otumfuo say to the second Ashanti King ana che say o maba na ase ene ni edi Nsem-Pii say ebisa ne say eniema ohia ewo Kumasi ne Mpotam Ashanti region eniema ohia na onwa na localizing management no ewo Kumasi ya na eno ana Otumfuo say to edi nsema to da kire say no kwe onye and realize on any political party or say even the wabas you can on trace a politician we and as a John Dramani Mahama emra na omaye mpuntu nyuma bi ewo Kumasi efama no nemu ono ankasa ka de akere World Bank say nyuma bi say na Ashanti region and as Kumasi yensu ye hia na ene no kre ensemu be to odwa no ama NDC for do na che say ka say na ye be address region bi challenges as get the president so now why say Motimi say who street na ma corner na no ho no akasa mum na mo de nyam akwakoma no e wa president e wo ho ene ensem na Otumfuo say to edu dwade adebia e fekeke na vice president for Western and Central Africa World Bank vice president also responding positively to Nana Otumfuo say to the request of the etu dwa no me be say kwakuti said Nana Otumfuo say to is become some World Bank for Nsem-Pii.
Nsem-Pii, Excellencies, it's a great honor to be here today. Thank you so much for receiving us from the World Bank in Accra and in Washington, D.C. I would like to introduce our team to you, if you will allow. Our leader is Usman Diagana. He's the Regional Vice President for West and Central Africa in the World Bank Group, located in Washington, D.C. My colleague Dhruva Sahai is the Program Leader for our Infrastructure Program based in Accra. My colleague Michelle Keen is the Operations Manager, also based in Accra. My colleague Madhu Raghunath is the Practice Manager for the Urban Practice, and she also covers many countries in West Africa. And my colleague Kuwa Timpabi is also our Transport Sector Specialist and leader of the project here. So thank you very much, Okufu.
Otumfuo chami emraso say opani na odi domianim eba no ebiti also in massive your sense.
We are very privileged and honored to be in Kumasi, and we're grateful to have the opportunity to meet with you in person. We are in Ghana to witness and to be part of the celebration of the democracy in Ghana. The World Bank Group President Ajay Banga has received an invitation from Ghanaian authorities to participate in the inauguration of the new president, His Excellency John Mahama-Otumfuo. We seize this opportunity to thank him and also thanks his predecessor, Nana Otumfuo, with whom we have worked very, very, very closely as part of the long tradition of partnership between Ghana and the World Bank. It was also an occasion from us to ask what are the priorities of this new government and how the World Bank can help in order to continue to be a partner, a trusted partners of Ghana, and to be part of a Ghanaian journey for building prosperous economy, fighting poverty, and creating hope and success for the population.
For leading his delegation and you to be here.
Sure.
I know that my relationship with the World Bank dates as far back. Interestingly, I've met 3 presidents from there.
Sure.
Jim Wolfenson, and then Wolfowitz, and then the last one in 2019 was the one I came to see.
Sure.
When Trump was the president.
Yes.
He had I think it was a conflict about climate change that got him out of the
Sure.
So he was the 3rd one that I've had a relationship with. And so it's been an interesting relationship between me and the World Bank in that effect. And I believe that your visit will still continue for us to share ideas and find innovative ways of resolving our problems economically, development, social interventions, and everything.
Sure.
I am aware that when I came last time in 2019, I discussed the generation problems, energy generation problems, where we were talking about we're paying in excess of 500, 600 million at that time for energy that we had not used.
Sure.
And I engaged the president then to find a solution to that in terms of how could we avoid that, because it was eating into our budget.
Sure.
And now I'm told it's about 1.5 million that we are paying for that. And therefore, at that time I asked your president to give me a grant to cover that. Whilst we did it, we got a technical assistance, a tripartite company, the IFC generation company in Ghana, for us to see how best we can get a technical support to be able to plan to export the excess energy to Burkina Faso, Mali, and others, and Togo and others, the excess one that we have installed, because I think we have 5,000 something installed, and then we are using only 3,000 something. So that's one issue that I'll get back to you again on that, because I need for us to discuss those things again. You've done that with the school feeding, and which I appreciate. I remember when I talked to them about, they had withdrawn the 180 million at that time, and I said I should take it before I go back to Ghana, so I got it before I came. And then budgetary support also was withdrawn at that time. You had allocated 500 million for budgetary support, but you said because of the economic situation, the energy situation, you withdraw, that was withdrawn. So these are all issues that I want us to revisit, and but that I will talk to you later on quietly for us to look at it. There are other issues that I'll discuss with you privately for us to know the way forward. That is in the generality of Ghana. I want us to look at it again to see the way we can move on and all that. And coming to the local one, Kumasi is a vibrant city, population-wise, everything-wise, the commercial hub of Ghana. And so looking at the project that you're suggesting, rapid transport section, I have interest in that, yes. I know JICA started with a feasibility some time ago, and then it's developed to the World Bank here, where we can then put it in fruition. It's been on the drawing board for some time, 2015 and all that. The bureaucracy is something that I don't like at all, you see. And therefore, we have to push it now. The population has increased very much. We have all these transport vehicles, different ones, all moving, fighting for space. And that doesn't help with the economic development of the city at all, because everybody is clamoring going to the center. The buses are, the trotro, all these things are there. And if you calculate in terms of how many hours that it costs to do business, in terms of diesel, petrol, and all those things, you find that it's costing the economy so much that it's something that we may have to look at. And then the employment that it creates also, in relation to having a rapid transportation. The 28-kilometer one from Ejuso down to a Buakwa section, for example, if we could have that rapid transport and the movement of goods passengers and everything.
Sure.
And then the ease with which we can do business together. It's something that we may have to look at seriously. I don't know what is the country director can tell. I don't know what has delayed this, but the project office, we should own it. It should be here. The project shouldn't be running from Accra when you have a project in Kumasi. The project unit should be here, and the project coordinator must also be resident here.
Sure.
So that at least the stakeholders, the district assemblies, that will be able to coordinate with them to know how it goes. So these are issues that I want us to look at properly to bring it to fruition. Because if we don't do that, I've always said that it takes time for the World Bank to take a decision. Bureaucracy, going to the desk of this one, approving and all that. But this one, we know the reason why we need that.
Sure.
Therefore, why can't we implement it? 2025 is about 10 years we've been talking about this. If we had done it earlier, it would have helped with the economy, it would have helped with employment. We have the available human resource. All these young ones are all university graduates and others here.
Sure.
We have the K University producing all these students and all those things. So, in terms of development, if we have the infrastructure, then everything will be fine. I cannot depend on the politicians for my development. I don't want to depend on them. So let's have a social contract and then we do it.
Sure.
Mr. President, so this is something that I want us to look closely and then do it. I don't know the team, but I want to meet the team after they've left so I know who are working on this rapid transport thing. So that we can take it up further. And then if I have to go to the Accra office for them to take me to Washington to defend, then we look at it and do it properly.
Sure.
The President, I hope when you go back, you allocate some money for that, so we know. So the country director can do it for us.
Sure.
I thank you for this visit, but we'll continue further with other discussions.
Sure.
For us to.
Thank you so very much. Ghana is a priority for the World Bank. In terms of financial support to the region that I'm leading, Ghana comes number 3 in terms of net commitment as we speak. The number 1 being Nigeria for obvious reasons. The size of the population, etc. Cote d'Ivoire is the number 2, but Ghana is very, very close.
I know.
It's almost the same amount. And our program here in Ghana cover almost every development area, spanning from education to agriculture, but with energy at the center of whatever we are doing, because no transformation in the development area could happen without energy. And Ghana has a unique potential on energy that will be critical for finding development solution to Ghana development issue, but also allowing Ghana to be part of the development solution of the neighboring countries. Whenever I travel in a country like Burkina Faso, Togo, and we start to discuss about energy, then we will maybe spend more time on how Ghana can help unlock the challenge that they face. So, and this is also one of the reasons why the new World Bank president has decided to focus on energy as engine for development. He will organize on January 27 and 28 2 big events in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. The first will bring together all the ministers of energy, and the second day will bring the head of state of African countries across the continent, from the north to the south to the eastern, western, and southern. And I had the privilege to discuss this the day before yesterday with His Excellency John Mahama, and I hope that he'll be able to go there himself. We have to recognize that recently the implementation of our program, of energy program in Ghana, didn't go smoothly for several reasons that we have also discussed during my mission. To come back to Kumasi specifically and the program, I fully agree with you. To be close to where the issues are, the team who's in charge of preparing, supervising the project should be also there. Yes. So, and this is also part of the new dynamic that we are trying to put in place in the World Bank, and that we are calling Better Bank, a bank that aims at accelerating a program that exists already, but also that will be using its convening power to try to mobilize even more resources for the country. And also to make sure that what we do is based on the country need and country specific, and that also our team are very, very close to the country. And we have done this at the level of Ghana, where we have the country director, and not only the country director base, but most of our managers who are working on the different areas in West Africa are based in Ghana. This is the case, of, for instance, of Magu, who are our practice manager for the urban sector. So the sector who's in charge of this bus rapid transit project. So, and she is, of course, supported by several teams. The same case is of the deputy director, Michel, who is based in Accra, the energy program coordinator, Druma, who are based. Those are few. There are so many people now who are based in Accra and who are, because we want to use Accra as a hub for many West Central African countries, taking advantage also of connectivity that is much easier, in Ghana than compared to some other countries in the West Central Africa. For this operation that we are talking about, we are discussing on what are the bottlenecks that have to be fixed in order to complete the preparation of the project, but also what are the other mechanisms that we have to put in place so that when the project is approved, its implementation cannot be delayed. A program like this one, our goal is to be involved on long-term basis. In Senegal, where we have done the first BRT in West Africa, we are already working on the second BRT. So this is also our intention for Ghana, in particular for Kumasi. And we took note of the feedback that you have given us. We will work on it, and I'm sure that we'll be able to find some practical and pragmatic solution to it.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you. And by this, I'm looking at Greater Kumasi. Greater Kumasi. I joined Brown there to Ejuso Brown there to meet at the Buakwe and all those. So the regional coordinator council, Madam, we will discuss that. But I need to see the team that's working on it. So we'll take it up.
For your suggestions and comments and guidance, I really appreciate it. It's very useful for us. We also, as Usman said, we're also not happy with the bureaucracy. And our President Ajay Banga is reforming the bureaucracy to make it more agile, more efficient, more effective. So we're with you on that. We have resumed budget support operations. So the new series started in January of last year, $300 million dispersed. And yesterday we had meetings with the designated appointed ministers to talk about how to expedite the next budget support operation. So we're very much also in agreement with you on the need to bring back budget support to support a credible reform program that will reestablish Ghana's credibility with international markets, investors, and the public community. And precisely because we knew you would be interested in the details of the project, that we brought our whole team that we can sit down with you, if you allow, after to go into what are the issues now, what are the challenges, what are the key next steps. We'd love to have your help as well with that. So
thank you very much.